band, band, he hooks the near leg. There. And he starts to drive or circle. You gotta bring this underneath, step up and drop to your left hip. Down.
When did you start fighting? Just in general.
I started fighting when I was about 10 years old.
Okay, and when did you start, when did that cross over to the competitive circuit?
I started competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments, I'd say when I was 13 years old, and my first MMA fight was when I was 16. I've been competing professionally for 3 years.
What fighting styles have you studied the most?
I've studied the most Kung Fu Sansu self-defense and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Probably the biggest fight that I had was my title fight down in Guadalajara, Mexico. That was against a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Rafael Salomão. It's probably also one of the best fights that I had as far as entertainment was concerned. You touch gloves, the bell rings, it's just you and him in the cage. You hear your coach, you know you're mentally prepared, you know you're physically prepared, because you wouldn't be in the ring if you weren't. I've got another title fight coming up in a couple weeks now, and looking forward to that, and hoping that's going to be a big fight too.
When's that?
That's going to be on October 25th.
And where?
At La Pala Casino.
Where's
down
that?
in Temecula.
Okay. Any other major fights you have? Have you done UFC?
I have not yet competed in UFC. That seems to be the next goal that we're setting up for. But I've had 8 different fights that went on television, and 3 of them were pay-per-view.
Okay. Well, so what else do you need to do to get there?
If I can get them a promo DVD, they're going to say, I want that kid. Hands down. I'm currently taking 21 units in college. Human sexuality, world history, U.S. history, critical thinking, speech. 2 more that I can't think of right now.
How many of
political
those?
science. And 1 more I can't think about.
Are you working full-time?
I am working more than full-time.
More than full-time?
Yes.
Okay, so you're working more than full-time. You're taking 21 units for school and you're fighting.
Yep.
Do you sleep?
Occasionally. Not very often.
What do you teach and how often?
I teach cage fighting, basically, MMA classes, as well as jiu-jitsu classes, kickboxing classes, and cardio conditioning classes over at a couple different locations and on the weekends. And I just managed to fit that schedule somehow. As far as big moments, even stuff like now, that people are interested in what I'm doing with my life, I'm able to reflect back on it and say, look, I'm doing something. I'm doing something for the community, I'm doing something for people, and I'm doing something for myself, based off of something that I love. And not a lot of people can say they do that.
Well, on October 25th, he'll be a world champion. And there's no doubt in my mind, but maybe he wants to be a world champion in UFC, WEC. So the sky's the limit. The guy's got the potential, the skill, the heart. All we just need is a little extra more training.
Do you ever plan on stopping fighting?
No.
Never ever, not even when you're like 60?
I want to be just like Bill Lassiter, dude 70 years old, the only man that scares me.
Okay. How and where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years, I'll probably still just be finishing up my schooling. Ideally, I'll be married. Probably still fighting. Not too far away from where I'm at right now, which kind of sucks, but I will definitely have a whole lot more life experiences behind me in 10 years than I have right now.